The people of bid'ah, they say that the people of innovation and misguidance, they say the ahadith la tufid al-yaqeen. They don't lead us to certain knowledge. Because it's possible that this hadith, it could be correct, and it's possible it could be a kadhib, it could be a lie. So here tufid al-dhann. So in reality, it's just speculation and not certain knowledge that we get from these ahadith. So therefore, based upon that, ahadith al-ahad, those ahadith that don't reach the level of mutawatir, we don't accept them in aqeedah. So therefore, we don't believe in the punishment of the grave. We don't believe in anything that is conveyed by these type of ahadith al-ahad. So they reject many aspects of the religion with this argument. Wal-iyadu billah. We don't accept these ahadith that affirm names for Allah or that affirm attributes for Allah Azza wa Jal. Why? Because these ahadith, they only give us speculation, not certainty. They could be correct, they may be incorrect. It's not certain knowledge. So the Mu'tazila, they came with this filthy idea to reject the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, which is nonsense. All of the ulama, they agreed that sahih al-hadith wa madhabi. If the hadith is sahih, it's my madhab. As for this distinction between mutawatir and ahad, in accepting it in matters of aqeedah, it's mardud. The Prophet ﷺ, he sent Mu'adh ibn Jabal to Yemen to teach the people Islam. Call them to la ilaha illallah. Mu'adh ibn Jabal, he was one or he was mutawatir? He was one. Ahad. Na'am. So this distinction that they come with, it's misguidance, but it's to reject the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, and it's engineered to what? Give precedence to the intellect over the texts. That's the plot behind it. The plot behind it is to give precedence to the aql over the nusus. And many of the scholars you find, brothers and sisters, this is one of the major differences between Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. One of the major differences between Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, masadir al-talaqi. Where do we take our religion from? Ahl Sunnah, Quran, Sunnah, Ijma'. Ahl al-Bid'ah, the intellect is first, even over the Quran and the Sunnah. And that's why many of the scholars, they start with this. Even Ibn Abi Dawud in Al-Ha'iyah, تَمَسَّكْ بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ وَاتَّبِعِ الْهُدَى وَلَا تَكُ بِدْعِيًا لَعَلَّكَ تُفْلِحُ. Hold on to the rope of Allah, تَمَسَّكْ بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ وَاتَّبِعِ الْهُدَى, and follow the huda, follow the guidance of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and don't be a person upon innovation. Base your religion upon Quran, Sunnah, understanding of Sahaba. That's masadir al-talaqi in the Ahl Sunnah. Quran, Sunnah, Ijma', and there's some other affairs. As for Ahlul Bidah, the precedence is aql, intellect. That's the foundation. And everything else is in accordance to their intellects. The heads of these movements, these intellectual misguided movements, wallahi, they live their whole lives in confusion. They live their whole lives in confusion. Going from one opinion to another opinion, because, like Imam Malik said, every time a person comes to us and he's better in argumentation, are we going to follow him and leave what the Prophet ﷺ came with? That is why this statement, I heard somebody say a statement, الَّذِي ضَلَّ عَنِ الصِّرَاطِ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ, somebody who strayed from the straight path, he said, I'm a champion of the people. What does that mean, you're a champion of the people? We are champions of Kitab and Sunnah, with understanding of the Salaf of this ummah.